Okay, so we're coming down Holderness Road, just past Marfleet Lane, and straight away there's we've got a bike lane here and we've got the bus lane here on our left hand side. I can quite easily use and legally use the bus lane at this time. Okay, obviously what I want to be watching out for more than anything is cyclists. Okay, coming in and out. If I had a cyclist up on my left hand side now, especially on approach to the lights up in the road ahead, I'd obviously just be going nice and slow. Okay, and looking for maybe a gap on my right hand side to be able to move into if I wanted to overtake. But there's no real point at this moment in time in overtaking anything, even if I could do, because we've got all this traffic in the road ahead. Okay, we've got possibility that the lights could change again, so we're just kind of keeping on the outside of the bike lane at this point and just slowing down before the lights. Obviously I'm just letting this guy out here on the left hand side, so stopped well beforehand. Try and avoid the bike lane parts of it. If you can see that the bus lane or the left hand side lane is expanding out slightly to the right hand side, and we can just kind of come on the outside edge of the bike lane, let's do that. But the last thing you want to be doing is staying in that bike lane. Now we're coming up past the intersection for like Ings Road, Neighbour Road and such like that, and up in the road a little bit you've got Morrison's and such. Now one of the big things about the bus lanes on approach to Morrison's is that you have to be, unless you're going into Morrison's, you have to start getting out nice and early to join the queue of traffic in the right hand side lane, because you can only go left in the left lane. Only the people that are allowed to kind of be like buses and cyclists, only they can actually go straight ahead in the left hand side lane as you get into the next set of traffic lights. So again, we just want to ignore all the markings and everything else like that, the arrows pointing us out and the white lines and such. We can perfectly use these now. Okay, obviously being prepared, looking out for cyclists and anything else coming out, and I've got a nice good space on my right hand side, nothing's in the mirror too close. I'm moving out nice and early. Be aware of this keep clear here. And as soon as I get past these lights, I'm going to make my way back into the left hand side. Be aware of any buses or cyclists. And kind of like, if there was any looking up to your left hand side, I'd kind of like be coming back in about now. Okay, just as you get past the bus lane. It throws people off because there's pictures of bikes all the time. And I don't know if you can see, just this white van that's just turned just there has turned from the right hand side lane. The red car's done it correctly. The white van, okay, if you was in a test and you went left from a right hand side position, okay, cutting across that lane, then you'd fail. They should have moved over nice and early into that left hand side lane, okay, to turn left. Obviously, if the bus lane was in use, the bus lane was active, then yeah, you'd do it that way. So like this guy here, at the very, very last moment, he's pulled coming back into the left hand side. Should have done it earlier. Now I'm on the lookout here. I'm on the lookout for this black vehicle. Okay, just being aware, right? Silver vehicle coming in. hand side that want to be coming over, and obviously I'm having to slow down quite slowly there because the guys come out and the bike is quite close to me, behind me. So I had to slow down quite slowly there. Got a little bit close to the cyclist, but you know, I'm running the risk of two things happening. The guy on the motorcycle going into the back end of me because I'm braking too hard and such. So you just have to control it there. But be on the lookout for anybody coming in. Be on the lookout for those people who aren't prepared, who aren't reading the road as well as they should. Okay, so the vehicle in the left hand side lane. It's come up a little bit quick. Now the left hand side lane now is just for going left. Used to be that it used to be used to go straight on as well. Okay, be on the lookout, be aware, especially if you're a learner. Be on the lookout for people undertaking you and just kind of buzzing past. Keep an eye on them. And I've got another motorcyclist coming up on my right hand side now. Ease off. Just, you know, as soon as you start seeing them, just mirror check main mirror and just ease off. So I'm keeping on going up here. I'm keeping on the video going, not because there's a cycle, not because there's a bus lane, not right now, but there will be shortly. And especially with this one, you want to be on the lookout. Okay. A while back, there was an incident where there was an old lady who had basically started to turn in too quickly into the bus lane, not looked in the left hand side mirror, gone straight in front of a bus, and the bus had come into the side of her and she was side on to the front of the bus. This is up here just past McDonald's on the left hand side. Just past this next set of lights. Obviously we're outside of the hours of the bus lane being in use, so we can use it and we should be in it if it's open. Obviously we've got a cyclist on our left hand side coming up now, and we've got the bus coming up, so we check nice and early, just holding back, especially with the buses. And it would be kind of like at this point where it starts to come in. Okay. Now I'm going to just kind of stay out of the bus lane at this point because of the cyclist. And at this point now, past the cyclist, I'm now going to be starting to move over. So if we've got the cyclists, stay out until you can get past them, so you've got a nice long run. There's no point in going to weave out, and then weave back in, okay? Just make sure you've got a nice long run, okay? I'm aware the taxi driver, the private hire driver in front of me, okay? What could they be hiding, okay? And as I'm coming in, I've got a vehicle on my right hand side behind me. Both vehicles, both lanes here can go straight on. Okay, and then now as I'm coming through, it's not a bike lane, so it's not a bus lane, it's a bike lane. So I have to be aware of what's going on just to my right hand side and coming out. Now bike lanes, just like bus lanes, you have this solid white line, okay? You cannot really be going into it unless you've got a good reason. Obviously there's a break in the bike lane there to go into there, and obviously here, given we're to bikes all the time, right, the only time that you'd really be kind of crossing over that solid white line would be to be going into those parking spaces. Whereas you're coming up and you've got a cyclist coming up on your inside edge, they've basically got priority. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one here right now, and I'm going to be coming back later with some of the bus lanes and how to use them up towards the town area, Bev Road, Springbank, etc. Okay, I'll see you later.